Sports coverage of the National Football League takes us to the Queen City of Cincinnati and Paul Brown Stadium right on the banks of the Ohio River. This crowd loves their orange and black. The scene just a short time ago, they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football as the Bengals get set to do battle with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Which of these 0-3 teams will visit the win column for the first time? We'll see. We're underway here in Week 4. Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
At their own 14-yard line.
There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Michael Thomas, the safety, picks it. And they're going to be set up in the red zone at the 15. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ballgame.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. Not much there, only a yard.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Now it's 2nd and 9. They go play action with Burrow. Oh, and that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Good coverage on the outside, and I think that's where he wanted to check that down to. But once he saw the danger over there, he just threw that one over everyone's head. Smart play.
So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. This goes out wide for Mixon. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. That'll give them 8 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. Through an opening. for the legendary coach and co-founder of the Bengals. Here's a good look at Paul Brown Stadium on the riverfront in Cincinnati. The enthusiasm of this Cincinnati crowd in full effect a moment ago as their Bengals took the field to the delight of this sold-out crowd. And they're all set as they'll match up with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The NFL on EA Sports, and there you get a look at Paul Brown Stadium on the banks of the Ohio River in Cincinnati. This crowd loves their orange and black. The scene just a short time ago, they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football as the Bengals get set to do battle with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Which of these 0-3 teams will visit the win column for the first time? We'll see. We're underway here in Week 4. Brandon Wilson now from his end zone. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Going up top. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. A big play there for Cincinnati.
We expected this defense to be tested by this passing game coming into this one, and there's an example on this first possession of the game.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
5 yards remain on 2nd down. It's Mixon on the counter. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down. And Burrow going to keep it himself.
I don't know about you, but I like this call. 3rd and inches, and instead of worrying about getting it back to a running back and maybe there's some penetration from the defensive front, just go ahead and take it, move forward, and pick up the first down.
And as we say often, shows confidence in your offensive line. And now they will throw it with Burrow. To Mixon on the check down. And here he'll get it down to the 7. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Now Burrow steps away to his left. And I think the ball's out, and the Jags grab it. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. And he'll bring it all the way back, just a yard or 2 shy of midfield. Always fun to watch a big boy pick it up and go. He may need a little oxygen on it. He may need a lot of oxygen on the sideline.
Not only that, how about you and me trying to balance ourselves up here because you can feel the shaking all the way up to the booth. That big guy trying to get it to the house.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
And the Jaguars are eager to see what Laviska Shenault and Trevor Lawrence can do together. Shenault was a 2nd-round pick in 2020, and they're going to move him like a chess piece all over the formation and even put him in the backfield.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. But the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Now Lawrence making the catch. This is the tight end, Oliver. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. A give running right, Etienne. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Travis Etienne, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jags have taken the early lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they thought they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
And now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? And they go play action now. Burrow. He'll air this one out for Boyd. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off by the rookie Tyson Campbell. And And the Jaguars are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Logan Wilson that time there to bring him down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
On play action, Lawrence. He'll buy some time right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Lawrence to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
The fumble on 1st down. Now here's 2nd down. From the gun, it's Lawrence. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on 1st down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Oliver. He'll get 17 back there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. And his kick is right there. It's good, and the lead moves to 10-zip. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They force the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now they've got to pick up the mantle a little bit. You mentioned the team's down 10. They've helped contribute to that. How are they going to get their team back into this ball game? Run the offense that you think's...
And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A big play that time through the air. 37 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Burrow. Airing one out for Boyd. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those 2 elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Now here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. C.J. Uzomah, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bengals able to get this back within a touchdown. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead is down to a field goal. So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And no return here for Agnew, so they'll bring it out, start the drive at the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They are currently mired in a losing streak. Now they get the short week for the Thursday night game. Do you see that as a potential positive, or is this just more in what has been really a string of bad luck for them?
Well, to me, it comes down to leadership, and leadership's got to spin it into a positive and make it an advantage for them. Yes, we're in a losing streak. Yes, no one thinks we can win, but we have the resources we need right here in this room. Let's go ahead and play better. Let's hang together and shock the world a little bit. Put it all together, they've got a chance of coming out with a W. And that's a pleasing run there by Travis Etienne, and every time I see him carry it, I think of the word mature. Why? 4 full seasons at Clemson, not something you normally get with a running back. Had almost 5,000 yards rushing, the school record, along with 70 rushing touchdowns. That's both the school record and ACC record. The second running back taken in the draft after Najee Harris from Alabama, number 25 overall. He's now wearing number 1 in the NFL after wearing number 9 at Clemson. He loves those single digits.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. A give to Etienne running right. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 40 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. On first down, right back to Etienne. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
From the 27, Lawrence. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Josh Oliver, his first touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Bengals drive about to get going. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. That one taken in by T. Higgins. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Play action. It's Burrow. He'll air this one out for Boyd. And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's 2nd down. 2nd and 10. Now it's Burrow. And that's going to be incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 19.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Mixon with a first down carry. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now it's Burrow. They're looking for Higgins, but it is intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half. And when you draft a rookie quarterback, as the Jags did with Trevor Lawrence, you want a veteran presence for him. And Marvin Jones, he fits the bill. 5 years in Detroit, 10 years overall in the league.
And he's going to be brought down back at his own 6-yard line. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Lawrence will throw. He'll find Etienne out of the backfield. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd. A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop him here on 3rd down. Now Lawrence. And that is incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. It'll be a 47-yard punt with a net of 40 following a 7-yard return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they've got less than 30 seconds to go here, so not a lot of time to work with. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. A lot of ground to cover. 2nd and 22. Another try after the first down sack. Burrow escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call, but they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. This time they stay on the ground. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? It'll be a gain of 5, and the punt team will now come out on 4th down. So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Jaguars out on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
These two teams making their final adjustments for the second half. And to bring it your way, we go back up to Cincinnati and Brandon Gott.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in the second half. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Lawrence. Flush to his right.
Well, he strung it out as far as he could, and I like the fact that he kept his eyes downfield, but he finally ran out of time and room. But I'll take that over forcing it downfield and possibly having it intercepted.
And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on 3rd. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's Logan Cook now as he'll kick it away for the second time. That'll be a 48-yard punt, 1 yard on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Bengals drive about to get going. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
Meanwhile, Burrow's throw taken in here by Chase. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Josh Allen able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
11.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to look deep down the field. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here's Kevin Huber now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. On the return, here's Agnew. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. And they'll run it. This is James Robinson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Every time I see James Robinson make a run, as we just saw there, one word comes to mind for me, and that's determined. Undrafted, out of Illinois State, always doubted, and all he did, finished 6th in the NFL in rushing. What a find he was in 2020, and he expects that to continue in 2021.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield, but that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
He's going to let this go for the end zone. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on fourth. And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. Oh, hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Jags come up empty on fourth down, and the Bengals will get the football back. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. On 2nd and 9, Burrow. And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. Picked off by the rookie, Andre Cisco. And the Jags are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
Well, he made that catch knowing full well that at the end of it, he's going to catch a pretty good lick.
I guess if there's anyone on this team that can absorb a pop, it's him. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 59 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. 2nd
and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up 2nd. Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. On 2nd down, a run with Etienne. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Looking to throw, Lawrence. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties. And he's able to knock that one away.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7. So the lead grows here incrementally, but I think the way their defense is playing, you feel okay with just getting 3.
They've definitely been stout so far, but now that can all change because if one guy gets loose for 70 yards, this is a different game. But as it stands, field goals are good. Just keep adding to that lead.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And Wilson is perfectly content to bring this out to the 25, a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. To throw again on second down. Burrow. Open man is Uzama. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. And the Bengals on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. They go play action with Burrow. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 40. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward. I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Handoff running left is Etienne. A nice display of powerful running, but it takes him only to the 7. He's dropped there. 62 yards rushing for him now to this point.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Jaguars. Laviska Shenault, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jags take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. So the Jags will keep the offense out there as they'll decide to go for 2. They're going to keep it on the ground. And he is not going to get in there. He stops short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is. Now whistles, and we've got a man down. A man down here following the kickoff. We'll check on his status when we get back. No return here for Wilson. It's a touchback. It'll come out to the 25. Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
11. Watch 15. Watch 15. Mike 15. Check.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And his pass incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Joe Mixon. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. This run defense has been pretty stout all game long. Now you're here in the 4th quarter. Just rely more on the passing attack?
I don't think you have any choice, and I don't think you have to dress it up at all either. Throughout the first 3 quarters, you're still trying to convince the defense that you may run the football. That's out the window right now. Protect, let your quarterback operate, and try and find some targets in the open field downfield.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a first down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half.
So 8 yards on the completion there, and it'll make it 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Now the Bengals on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. Burrow looking to pass. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Josh Allen able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury.
11. 44's the mic. 44's the mic. I got it.
Here we go. It's Burrow on 4th down. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
On 2nd down, ETN once more. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Here's Lawrence. And he wisely will throw that one away.
3rd down is a down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss.
Watch 15. Watch 15. Mike 15.
11 MT. Hey. 11 MT.
Throwing now. Burrow on 1st down. This is caught. It's Boyd. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
And the Bengals 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. And boy, another ill-advised throw there as that will wind up incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Burrow's throw here into the hands of Boyd. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
That's good. First down.
First down. Here's Burrow. He will find his man Chase complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. From the red zone now, here's Burrow, first down. And now here's another interception. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. From down at the 12, it's first and 10. Now ETN to start the drive. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. It's Logan Wilson there to bring him down. His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
And a short 3-yard pickup gets him up to the 15.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Let's go. 90 Hey, I-7.
On third down, Lawrence looking downfield for Jones. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
Here's Logan Cook now, standing just about on his own goal line. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. A good kick, 49 yards, just 3 on the return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit triple zeros. The Bengals drive about to get going. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. So this will be a win for Jacksonville. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it's just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for Jacksonville, it took a few weeks, but they finally get their first one of the season here in Week 4. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week, where they take on the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for Cincinnati, they'll sink now to 0-4, and they'll have a tough one at home next week.